Good morning. So we have next 5 question that is for JEE Mains, CUET and NEET 2024. So the first question is in context with the beryllium, we have to find out the incorrect statement. So we know that beryllium is passively rendered by the HNO3 attack. That means beryllium reacts with HNO3 and it will not form any salt, it will form beryllium oxide, and this layer of oxygen will protect this beryllium from further attack. Okay, so this statement is correct. It is rendered passive attack by HNO3. Second, it forms beryllium carbide. It is true, beryllium forms beryllium carbide. And also you have to remember that when beryllium carbide reacts with water on hydrolysis, beryllium carbide form methane. Okay, so statement 2 is also correct. Its salt rarely hydrolyze. Okay, this is incorrect statement. It is given that its salts rarely hydrolyze. No, this is incorrect. Its salts get easily hydrolyzed. Beryllium salt is easily attacked by water. So this is incorrect statement. And last, its hydride is electron deficient and polymeric. This is also correct. Beryllium has this type of hydride structure, and beryllium hydrides are electron deficient. So option A, D and B, all three are correct, but its salts rarely hydrolyze. This is incorrect. You have to remember that in S-block element, beryllium and lithium are most important elements. Their compounds, their hydrides, their oxides, their halides are very important. Okay, moving to 7th question. Which d orbitals have electron density along the axis? So out of these 5 d orbitals, this dz square and dx square, we know that in d orbitals we have 5 orbitals: dxy, dyz, dzx. These 3, dxy, dyz and dzx, these 3 orbitals lie in between axes. But these 2 orbitals, dz square, dx square, y square, these are on axis. So C option is correct. Z square and dx square, y square, these have electron density along the axis. Now move to 8th question. So in 8th question, we are given benzene and cyclohexane, and we have to treat these with in presence of HF at 0 degrees Celsius. So see, this cyclohexane will first react with HF and not in HF, actually HIN. HF will provide HIN, this will take this and we will get a carbocation. This carbocation will then react with benzene. Now see, this will attack with this, and what we will get? Carbon bond formation. Leave it. We can make this double bond to react with this carbon. So, but we will get then here positive charge, because this carbon will attach with this carbon, and then what will happen? This hydrogen will shift its bond here and it will get liberated, and ultimately we will get this. So product will be cyclohexane attached with benzene. In 9th question, we are given a molecule that is having double bond and also a ketone, cyclohexanone, and we have to treat this cyclohexanone with hydrogen gas at 1 atm and palladium carbon ethanol. Actually this reagent reduces double bond as well as this ketone group, but in this option you can see first they are reducing the double ketone in alcohol. So you have to remember, if we have to give the preference, this hydrogen gas in presence of palladium, carbon and ethanol will first reduce double bond and then it will reduce ketone. So this can't be true. Now move to this. This can be true because double bond has been reduced, leaving the ketone. this cannot be true, and this is also not true because we are having a carbocations. So the correct option is B. You have to remember double bond is reduced in preference to ketone group. Now moving to last question, that is very important from equilibrium chapter, and this question belongs to solubility product. So the solubility of AgCl has been asked, and it is given that KSP is 1.6 10 to the power minus 10. Okay, and this is in contact with 0.1 m NaCl. That means in AgCl solution we are also having this 0.1 m NaCl, and then we have to tell the solubility of AgCl. We know that KSP is equal to Ag plus and Cl ion. This AgCl will break into these two ions, and in equilibrium we have studied that solubility product is the product of concentration of ions. Okay, Ag ion and Cl ions. Now this Cl ion concentration will be S. You can write here AgCl when dissociate will give Ag plus and Cl ion. This can be taken as S, and this is also S. So from AgCl the chloride ion concentration is S, but from NaCl also we are getting chloride ion concentration, and that is 0.10. So total concentration of chloride ion will be sum of these. So here you will write S plus 0.10 and here S. KSP is already given 1.6 10 to the power minus 10. This is a question of common ion effect, and we also know that this concentration is very high in comparison to this S. Why? NaCl is a strong salt and this AgCl is a weak salt. So it will completely ionize and it will give 0.10 m chloride ion concentration. So I can ignore this, we can neglect it, 1.6 10 to the power minus 10, and we will left with S into 0.10. So on solving, S will be equal to 1.6 10 to the power minus 9. So the solubility of AgCl is this 1.6 10 to the power minus 9. So this all for right now. We will take another 5 questions in lesson lecture. Thank you.